Welcome to Kid Brewer Stadium, home to the Giant Killers, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Boone, North Carolina has really been excited for this matchup that we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Louisville Cardinals taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Louisville Cardinals offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Damn.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Finds a crease at the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to
No.
scramble. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
Ooh,
nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Appalachian State's offense headed on to the field. Now first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No, yeah, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Man, what
he
the
maybe
fuck?
gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
At the 40, there he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He'll take a deep shot here.
Boom.
Oh, he
What?
dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Steamrolls his way ahead. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the end zone he goes. Touchdown, App State. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And now on second down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. On the move at the 30.
What a terrible
Keeps
angle.
himself and gets the first. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville.
RD, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The options working, the quarterback's making the right reads, keeping the football, having a lot of success. You dang right. I'll run that again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas.
He'll start this drive firing. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off.
What the fuck?
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting
What the fuck was that?
INT, that big play, that big moment.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's sacked. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5.
Come on!
He'll find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity.
Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. It's second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They go to the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Nifty little dance step.
Ha-ha! What a move, baby!
30's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the tailback. Nowhere
fucking
to
run.
on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On target over the middle. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
That window was
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal.
Shit!
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the 2nd half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
All right, here we go.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the ground to try to move the chains.
Keep going, baby. Keep going. I don't even know where I'm running.
Really learned to find that running room.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They're going to run it to the right. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Makes the grab down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds a tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Right nick at the top.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they got him.
Gotcha.
He'll take him down for the sack.
Sucker.
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He lets it fly. And that shot downfield falls incomplete. And
he was going to be wide open. That safety didn't fucking work.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats.
This bullshit.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Give to the back.
Fuck out my way.
He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense
100 yards rushing on the game. No, I don't want to challenge it, you idiot. Yeah, 124. That's why.
Running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Cheese Man! Come on, Cheese Man! Oh, shit.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David.
My fault.
Better job.
All kinds of running room.
What the fuck?
Running inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough space. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next?
And he takes it
Holy
in for the
shit.
score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Come on!
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Trying to get to it. Then as he throws, can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And here comes the offense on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He wants to go deep. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Really? You put it in your fucking hands and then you drop it again. Oh, it's killing me.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Me.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree.
And he's running in the open.
Let's come back for holding.
The 20, the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him. There's a flag on the field.
Man, I've been living sauce on the sideline.
Just a crushing mistake on the penalty wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Jennings.
Shit!
And he can't get it
I
off.
did not see that.
Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, come on now. O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your number.
Fuck
And this
me.
will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown, Cardinals! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He wants a big play here late.
What the fuck, man?
His fingers incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down.
What the fuck is going on?
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 40. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Touch pass on the right. Crosses the 10. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You just
unleashes one.
No.
Deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Down
And
goes
he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about